I am so emo. Emo. I love Renelle says, I'm telling you today, I am so emo. So I I delete and re-download Instagram so many times. Yeah, like this. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm bringing you guys a Q&A. I've had multiple question and answers on my channel, but usually the questions are generated by me and then answered by me. For once, I thought that I should let you guys in and actually ask me questions about my life, myself and my life, and I will sit here and answer them. So that is what we're going to do today. So, the password. Oh, guys, make it so real. Like the boat. So yo. You. So one person here asked me, this is more than 10 questions. Oh, ditsala. Wow. So cute. I don't know if I'm going to be able to answer this one person's 10 questions because but you asked me my favorite hairstyles, top 3. I think I'll insert pictures of my favorite hairstyles that I've done. There's this other one that was like curly. Oh, I loved that hairstyle. I cannot wait to do it again. I'm currently struggling with what I should do with my which hairstyles look better in winter and which hairstyles look better in summer. So I really want to do that hairstyle, but I'm like, you know what? It's gonna look better in summer. Whew. There's that hairstyle. I'm also really enjoying this one. These are the braids how can I say, spaced, very few motlhogong, but I said knotless braids, but they almost look like knotless braids. But yeah, I really like these ones. I think I'm never gonna do the braids that it's a motlhogong ever again. These ones are my new thing now. Yeah, these are the ones. Oh, butt long braids. My favorite hairstyles are butt long braids, carrot, and that curly hairstyle that I was telling you guys about, which I will insert a picture of. In terms of carrot, I really enjoyed that one, the one that had beads at the, also insert picture. But in terms of carrot, I just carrot. It's all hair. Carrot is such a classy and beautiful hairstyle. I don't have a specific one that I love. The whole, yeah. Tattoos and piercings. I don't have any tattoos. I've been saying that this year is not going to end without me having a tattoo. But at this point, I'm supposed to have 2 or 3 tattoos, but I don't even have one. And the reason why I don't have one is because I've never had a lot of money in my account. Okay, they can say 1,000 kind of 500 get a tattoo. Is it really I've never, or is it just priorities? Not that I have the best priorities, but I don't know. I've just never felt like, hey, okay, this 500 or this 1,000 get a tattoo, or being able to save money get a tattoo. So that's the reason why I don't have one. But best believe I'm actually going to try. This year I'm going to try and set aside some money and actually get one. But it's not anything interesting. My plan, and you guys are gonna think that I'm cheesy or annoying, is to get my favorite coats on my body. That's just that's my plan. And the first one I'm gonna get is gonna be somewhere here. I don't know, somewhere on my yeah, it's gonna say talent is never enough. I'm telling you guys in advance because you're gonna see it very soon. Talent is never enough. Piercings, but that's just this one and then this one. This is just a cuff earring, but I have a piercing here. Favorite food, the first 3 that come to mind. I can eat stir fry from Monday to Sunday. Kerata stir fry tota ka pelo ya me yotlhe mascara. That's tota my go-to meal when I'm living alone is stir fry. And second favorite meal, breakfast meal, it's eggs with cheese and mushrooms. Woo, that's my favorite meal. What else? With cabbage. Oh, it has to have cabbage. It has to be paired with cabbage. I love cabbage. We talk about the cabbage so before we buy with cabbage, and I'm not particular gore it like anamae, but cabbage is key. So that's 3, right? Favorite movies, first 3 to pop up. Oh, I watched a really good movie, Shaft. I watched it on Netflix. That's a really good movie. I really enjoyed both of them, but I think the first one more. The second movie that I've always loved in my head, that has always been my favorite movie, is Limitless. I love Limitless so much. I've seen it so many times. Also a movie called Easy A. I've seen that movie also like many times. It's an old movie. Oh, guys, this is the question that I absolutely love. Hate, do I believe in love at first sight, and have you ever experienced it? Yes, I have. It's ironic that this question should come in because I was talking about it the other day with my colleagues. Well, in terms of relationships, like genuine love at first sight, in terms of boyfriend, girlfriend, somebody that I love very much, I met, and our first encounter, in my opinion, was love at first sight. I just looked at that man and I was like, wena. So yes, I do believe in love at first sight. And yes, like I said, I have experienced it. What did you want to be when growing up? I had no idea. I was one of those kids that genuinely just grew up and had no idea what their talents, what their skills, what their anything was. It was only when I was in Form 4, Form 5 when I was like, okay, fine. I think I wanna go into psychology. I wanna be a psychologist. And then after that, I wanted to be in the hospitality industry. And then, yeah. What do I love most about myself? That I'm funny. Honestly, I think that's what I love most about myself. I think I love my personality. Do you want to get married? Yes. But my problem is that I think I look forward more to the wedding than the actual marriage. That's the problem I have. We sort of get excited. What is your dream holiday destination? Ooh, I think for now I want to go to Nigeria. And the reason for it is Nigeria just seems like the time of your life. Like home when I thought about Nigeria, from what I've seen and from what I've heard from friends that have been. Also Zambia the same. I've also heard like really good things. And also I just want to like shop around from the street vendors when I go Zambia. One powerful female you feel is underrated and undermined. But then personally, when I look up to a female, or when I regard a female as my role model, or when I just really find myself obsessed with a particular female, it's usually because of how eloquent that woman is. But that I am attracted to, is attracted the right word? I'm attracted to women that are eloquent, that are able to express their ideas and opinions clearly, and are able to just like grab you and just have you. So because again, it's a one day. So the 2 females that I have recently been very obsessed with because of that are people that are highly rated. So in terms of somebody that I could think of from the top of my head who is underrated or undermined, is my mother. My mother is extremely eloquent. She's quite confident. She's able to get up on a stage and talk, and just like, I've just recently Nerile get a game more when she was preaching go get a gang, and I was like, and she was walking around the stage, I was like, yes, sis, man. Like, why is it that I went to go and seek role models outside when I have one in the next room or currently right now in the living room? So in terms of underrated, I feel like my mom is pretty underrated, yeah. But in terms of people, like I said, that I do look up to, that are highly rated or overrated, because I do think that there's some people that obviously think that these people are overrated, are Michelle Obama and Naomi Campbell. I genuinely think that these 2 women are just forces to be reckoned with, and I genuinely enjoy watching them speak, especially Michelle Obama. obviously because she's eloquent and she's powerful. And one of the reasons most why I love Michelle Obama is because she's experienced quite a few different things in life, and her opinions and the person that she is are a result, like I said, of having worked in various professions, met various people, been a whole first lady and all of that. So yeah. What is my favorite color and my favorite flower? My favorite color has always been pink, but my favorite color to wear, I've realized that, is gray. I love gray, and I love the way gray looks on me. Apparently black also. Like I wear a lot of black. So I love wearing gray and black and pink, but my favorite color hella is pink. Favorite flower, I'm not that big on flowers, but I think one of that flower that's pink, that one, not because it's pink, but it's a cute flower. I think, are they called tulips? I don't know, but it's how I get that flower that's pink, that one. But I'm not that into flowers, to be honest. This person asked of country I'd like to live in at some point. I've heard of countries that are beautiful and countries that are great to visit, but in terms of countries that are amazing to live in, I don't think there are that many that appeal to me. I think I have to visit them first for me to really feel like I really wouldn't mind living here, because there are so many things that go into like living in a particular country. I know for a fact that I can't live in China for a long time because I don't like the cold. So, but there are all places that have really long winters I cannot live in. So one of this question, I don't know, but I know that I genuinely don't mind living in Maung. I don't mind. I really don't mind living in Maung. And you guys are gonna be like, you guys and your obsession with Maung. You know what? Maung is you're away. You feel like you're away, and I just love that to be my reality. Being away in such a comfortable, cozy, peaceful place like Maung. Do I love my job? Yes, I do love my job. I love the people I work with, and I do love my job. I do love the particular field that I work in at the moment, which is marketing. I went from not knowing what it is that I want to do in this life to, I think, finding what exactly my niche is, and I thank God. Why did you opt for braces and not veneers? And between the two, which do you recommend? You know what, I laughed when I saw this question, because in my mind the first thing that came, and I go shout that's a line, I don't know states. Like veneers are something that are very popular in America, and kwano tata, so kana kwame no sena di veneers go tlhelele, and I personally don't even think I have the financial capacity to be able to get veneers. If I could get veneers, I'd get veneers. But wait, veneers can't are they not like the teeth, the fake teeth where they like, I don't. Do you see yourself living permanently in Botswana? I'm not sure, but I think so. 2020 has obviously shown us that you can't speak for your future and be like, I will never. But I think people get the misconception that my personality is that of somebody that first chance they get, they're going to move out and go and live in another country. And I don't think I'm like that. I can live in that country for a few years, but like maybe live there for a few years or a few months, get lopola, learn a bit, meet a few people, then come back home. That is who I am. In terms of living somewhere permanently, no, I don't think that's something that I'm interested in. Too many logistics and Would you consider a guy, like if he had a thing with one of your friends but now wants you? I would not. Even somebody who is not really my friend, but when I lay close in proximity to me, because or maybe date the person that she was madly in love with, I can't. And you can argue that Botswana's small, so you're highly likely to date somebody that your acquaintance dated. But it hasn't happened to me so far, and I thank God, because not that I boy. But in terms of considering a guy that had a thing with my friend, I would never do that. Besides the fact that boy, girl code, bro code, whatever code is, I keep that very dear to me. Which degree were you doing in China, and how did you get a spot? Go China, the degree that I'm currently studying, because we are still doing online classes, is an MBA. I'm doing an MBA, as in a Master's in Business Administration. And I got a spot through an agency. One of those agencies, in terms of getting to school in China, I am obviously going to do a video about it in future, but what I can say is that it was a really great experience. If you can, I highly suggest that you do. You meet so many people from different parts of the world, and if you're interested in that sort of thing, then you'll just eat it up. And of course, like I said, I'm about to mention every single thing that just deserves a separate video, but like I said, if you can, go for it. But what I would recommend is applying for yourself. The various schools in China, Dinaledi website, you just go on those websites and then you just look for information. And in terms of me, I can also try to help you. There are various groups that I'm in. I can help you as well. I can try to help you. But besides that, do your own research, go on the various websites. Now, the reason why I ended up choosing an agency is because January, February, March was when study scholarship China and all of that. So now that thing, I had missed the deadline, but I still wanted to go. So that's why I ended up using an agency. But besides that, like I said, I think right now, while we're still in this corona phase and things are still I think you should just do your research, enroll where you can, and just so that when corona is over, you can just go, because it's a great experience and I highly recommend it. What's your message to the world? My message to the world is that I have found that, and I say this in a few of my videos, the thing that I've noticed that in life is that you become most happiest when you're on the path to becoming the best version of yourself. Like wena, not somebody else, or not somebody that you saw on the internet that you think this person is so cool, I want to be just like this person. The best version of yourself. You become so happy because during that path you get to learn a lot of things about yourself. You get to notice your strengths, your skills, your talents, all of that, and you end up feeling fulfilled. And I always say that fulfillment equals happiness. So in order to feel fulfilled and therefore happy, I always recommend feeding on things they build you and they grow you and they help you understand life and understand yourself better. And there are so many materials that are around to be able to help you. There are so many things that you can consume, such as, I don't even want to list this as the first thing, but you can go on YouTube. There are so many videos that you can go on YouTube and that you can watch. The second one, which I said I don't want to list as the first one because people are always like, oh my god, I don't like reading or something like that. But books, there are so many books out there and they can teach you so much about life. The thing about books and or videos or just people sharing their stories is that they share their stories in order for you to not go through the things that they went through, so that you can it's basically a cheat code, or basically like you taking a shortcut through life. Obviously you're gonna go through things yourself and learn through those experiences, but people share their experiences so that you don't have to experience them, so that you can be able to better navigate life. This is why it's important for us to consume this material. So that's just basically the message that I have to the world. But yeah, we all know that picture that we've always had in our minds of who we want to be. So I'm not saying chase that person, but go on the path to becoming that person. And as you become that person, you feel so fulfilled and therefore happy. So that's one of the best things that I've done for myself in the world. And kind this one thing I want to mention as well is that, guys, when people give you certain suggestions, one of the things we as people, habits that we have, we're always seeking advice on how to do better, but we rarely ever take it. Maybe you can't do those things because maybe there's something really in you, but where you can actually make the effort to do better. Like I said, I'm not being insensitive to whatever it is that you have going on, but where you can, try to do better. At a certain time, don't sleep all morning. Try to do that. Try to maybe sleep earlier so that you can wake up earlier. But we really fall in the trap of a lot of the times re complain matsholo a rona ga a change, matsholo a rona a irang, re tsaya advice re ira se re nna re preachetswa re irang, and then we never do anything about it. And that's the problem, is never doing anything about it. So yeah, I'm done. I went on a whole rant. Do you work part-time and study work-time and work part-time? BTW, I love your content, ma'am. Thank you so very much. Thank you very much. I work full-time, and I also what it is that I'm doing with the school thing right now. I don't know. I think I study part-time. I'm not sure. It's a complicated thing what's going on right now, and I just hate it with a passion. What's my height and my shoe size? The last time I checked, my height was, was it 1.69? 1.69. Yeah, I checked recently and I was 1.69. Was it 1.67? I think it was either 1.67 or 1.69. One of the two. But I was like greatly disappointed, because I thought I get 1.7, but my shoe size is the universal size 5. What do you work as? I work as a marketing officer, like I said, and marketing officer includes, if you see my previous vlog, it includes content creation, but not like YouTube content creation, but that can be included as well. But going on to the radio, talking about the company in all areas, social media, radio, and yeah, most, if not all, mediums. Also go out and do activations and all of that. So that's just basically my job as a marketing officer, and I love it because obviously it's in line with my personality of horataho. Favorite go-tos when you're trying to get white girl wasted. Number 1, I don't ever want to get white girl wasted ever in my life again, because bad things happen when you're blackout drunk. Bad things happen, and I don't want to experience that again. And I have mentioned it as well in the video before this, that anxiety creeps up on you in the morning, and I don't like that feeling as well. So I can answer that because I don't like getting white girl wasted. I don't like getting wasted in general. But take about plaka mo go monate yaanong ke setse ke le motho motona yaanong ke batla go plaka mo go monate hela mo ileng gore re ja monate hela ra bina re ira, and gives you the confidence to talk, to speak to who you need to speak to. I'm joking, but to dance, to have a good time, everything, and just what advice do you have for students about to graduate and step into the work world? I was thinking about this for a while, and I saved this for after the question that I just previously answered right now. The thing about us as people is that we discover, a lot of us, we discover after university. Imagine a world of people, of discovering yourself during that period. that would be fucking great, because we produce people that by after university you're ready to go out and do various things and whatnot, because you know what your strengths are, you know what your weaknesses are, you know what your talents are. So that's the first tip that I would give, is that see the thing, listen to the other question that I just answered right now. Discover yourself, try to become the best version of yourself through the various materials that I discussed. And yeah, the second thing is study hard, obviously. I mean, I know you guys don't want to hear that, but now I graduated guy 2.2, as in like not first class. 1.2. Is it one then 1.2 then 2 then 2.2? I don't know. All I know is that there's first class and then there's second class and then there's 2.2, and I graduated with a 2.2. And what I've noticed in life is that there are only a few people that I've met by Longore, they are confident. They're very, very confident in being able to go out there and get whatever it is that they want out of life, even if they didn't get the best marks or results, or they weren't top of that class. And you don't want to be that person where you don't want to fall into yanong or how I pass and me yanong or tshaba le go apply la ditiro tse dingwe kana go go bua le semamang gore go hetiro ka ro fila gore ona le 2.2 wa bona. So to avoid all of that mess, but just do your best o pass tsalane gore go go confidence le wena gore o khone gore batho gore batho mpeng tiro ke pasitse. Can apply any job that you can, a certain type of pass mark, and a certain type of candidate. So do the best that you can. And then the third thing is that network. This is a very, very important point. Most people that got jobs, not all, but most people got jobs through being referred. So I think that the most important thing that you should do, that is, I'm not saying make friends everywhere or whatever, but talk to the right people, use the right mediums. Post on Facebook graduate what. These are my skills, what, do that as well. Go to network. Although I don't even want to lie to you, some of these things so and then they act like they're taking you seriously. We tell the next morning they're not even responding to your WhatsApp, so that they are not even taking you seriously the next morning. But you have to find a way to create sustainable relationships. Any of that, try to make relationships or build relationships with people by on a platform like LinkedIn. I've heard a lot of times about if you use it the right way, gain a lot of sustainable relationships with people by they can help you. I personally am not that good with using LinkedIn, but I have a lot of friends by they have used it and it has helped them a lot. So research on those things with the right people that can get you in, because you need to get in, girl. And yeah, network, study hard, really try to develop yourself as a person personally. And that's just all I have to say. I don't really know anything else that I would want to say. Because when you've developed yourself as a person and you know yourself, you know your strengths. How you interview, how tsame o krenile, wa bona. Wa tsana go ne go ebe ba go botsa gore tell me about yourself. E bo bua gore nna ke ba bredi ka mo leboge. Ke rata go bua le batho. Of all calibers, of all demographics, of all ages, I love talking to people, engaging with people, and telling them this and this and that and this and that. Wa bona. So it's important to know yourself and to Anyway, guys, there's another question, the last question I'm gonna ask. My friend said, ask me a question. My lovely friend asked me a question, and the question is, tell me about your childhood. I don't think I should have put this as the last question because it's more of a middle question. But my childhood, I had a very, very good childhood. when I think about my childhood, the things that come most to my mind are me playing with my little brother. And when I say little brother, I mean he's almost my age, so it was just like I was playing with my friend. So the memories that I have are of me playing with my little brother, are of me watching TV. A lot of the times I spent it watching a lot of TV. Tota mo botshelong ba me, ke lebile so rate TV. And I think that's why I am the way I am. I've watching a lot of Nickelodeon, Disney Channel. I watched a lot of that growing up. And I had a conversation with a friend of mine the other day, because another memory that I have in my life, that I have of my childhood, is of me getting home, throwing my books in the bedroom, and then going to watch TV the whole day through the night, and then in the morning go to school, then go and do my homework in the morning, go school. That's just, when I think of my childhood, that's the memory that just comes up the most, and I don't know why, but I think the reason why it comes up is because, like I said, I had a conversation with my friend Maloba. The thing about me is that most of my life, or I spent most of my childhood not trying. I never tried to achieve or overachieve or anything. I just did the bare minimum. I just got home, watched TV, got to school, did my homework in the morning, and the conversation, while I was having the conversation, I was saying that this thing is a habit. As much as you think that it's I'm just being a kid, a carefree kid, these are habits that stay with you. To not put your effort and your energy a lot into those. So yeah, that was just the conversation I was having with my friend. Hey, as much as we think that dudes say they don't stay with us, they genuinely stay with you. And I do wish that I would have lived a little bit differently when I was younger, and I would have applied myself more, because maybe I would have turned out differently. But I also don't regret it at all, because I do still love the person that I am today. Yeah, there was one question that I didn't answer from one of my other boo-boo kitties, one of my close friends, and the question is, describe your brand. And that's just my brand, guys. I hope I describe your brand. As she also talked about my style. I don't know. Guys, I just Nikki Libet's a very, very important question. Some of the questions were sent on WhatsApp, and then the was sent on Instagram, so we cannot were the ones that were sent on WhatsApp. So one of my friends asked me, the question was, do I think that they can truly be happy without forgiving their parents? I get it, because one of my Sunday shows I talked about forgiving your parents. I'm going to try and answer this question because I've been like fighting with it for about a week now. I think that the way that you can be happy or forgive your parents, not that I'm really encouraging it, is if you didn't live with your parents. Then you're able to just live they make you happy and whatnot, or tiptoe around your space or the space or anything like that. That's how I feel like you can be happy. But if you still live within the same house as them and you don't have any plans of forgiving them anytime soon, I think you can be a little bit happy, but I don't think it's gonna be that much. So I get what I gotta be the but obviously I would recommend trying better your relationship with your parents. But as I also always say, that some things just take time, and that time sometimes heals all wounds. So if it's not happening right now, hopefully it will happen really, really soon. Yeah, I hope you or anybody else that has the same problem, it's still going to eat at you. Especially, like I said, when things like Mother's Day, Father's Day, you're gonna have what my friend Cindy likes to call a dungu. You can't run away from it. I'm not saying run away from what's going on right now. But all I'm saying is that for you to be happy, you have to be in an environment that's conducive. And yeah, that environment of you resenting your parents is not the most conducive, and I don't think that you can be the most happiest with people by what you resent. So yeah, hopefully it gets better. Time heals all wounds. That's what I have learned in life when it comes to the relationship with Papa. Sometimes you just need time out, and once you get back in, we tell a lot of distance has genuinely made the heart grow fonder, and hopefully your relationship with your parents can get better from there. But yeah, that's just my opinion. It's not the best opinion, but that's just what I think, and I hope that wasn't some shitty ass advice. But yeah, thank you. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe. Thank you, and goodbye.